Hafa day and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Tyler Matsunani, glad you could join us. K95 and KN95 masks offer the best level of protection from the virus. Masks play an important role in helping to mitigate the spread of COVID-19. With the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention now recommending the public to use the most protective mask they can, Public Health Interim Chief Medical Officer Dr. Bob Leon Guerrero gave his thoughts on the topic.
Any covering is better than no covering, number one. So yes, the cloth masks are not as protective, but it at least offers some protection.
Lead epidemiologist for State Epidemiological Outcomes Work Group, Dr. Annette David, gave her 2 cents on what types of masks residents should be using.
They have actually done research on the levels of protection depending on the type of fabric that has been used in the mask and the number of layers. And what the data are showing is that the tighter the fabric, the better the protection. The larger or the more layers that you use, the better the protection.
Dr. David added that the type of masks residents wear matters, as well as how you wear it and how consistently it's being used. The Mayor's Council of Guam is preparing for the eventuality that it may see more positive COVID cases amongst their respective staffs. While the Doña Mayor's office saw a brief closure because of Mayor Bill Kingup tested positive for the virus, MCOG President Jesse Allig tells The Link.
There are offices that are being affected. But we're hoping, and I haven't heard of any big issues about residents not being serviced or not being assisted, we know, with their basic needs from the mayor's office. And really that's typically like the mayor's verifications that they need for additional services for their household.
Mayor Allig also said accessibility for residents at the village level is not an issue, as most people know where their village mayor lives. He added one of the biggest challenges facing his colleagues is figuring out how to keep offices staffed while also complying with CDC isolation guidelines for those who have tested positive for COVID and those who have come into close contact with known positives. Telemedicine hasn't been on Guam long, but it's already helped many of our residents. It's been exactly 1 year since the island's only public hospital has been using this method of treatment. Daniel Perez has our next story.
It's the 1-year anniversary of the Guam Memorial Hospital's use of telemedicine, which is all the ways that residents and their doctors can use technology without being in the same room. This method includes the use of phone calls, video chats, emails, and text messages. Clinical Nurse Informatics Supervisor Paula Manzin.
We wanted to solve a very simple problem that we had, which was we didn't have an ICU physician. Not that we didn't have an ICU physician, but we wanted to expand our ICU physician capability here in the hospital.
Manzin said that at the time, GMH only had one ICU physician, Dr. Jolene Uggan. Since Dr. Uggan was working nonstop when the pandemic hit, they wanted to find a way to alleviate some of the workload offer, thus starting the telemedicine program. Over the year, Manzin shared just how many patients have been treated with this method.
So we have been treating many patients in the ICU. So our program started out in the ICU, and then it expanded to the ER and also now neonatology. So many patients.
For those curious about the neonatology patients, it means that newborn infants, especially the ill or those born prematurely, are treated using telemedicine as well. According to Manzin, every patient admitted into the ER will see a telemedicine hospitalist, and from there, treatment begins.
If you are in the ER and you're going to be admitted into the hospital, then you will see the hospitalist. That's a telemedicine hospitalist. But we also have on-site hospitalists that work hand in hand with the telemedicine admissionists, is what we call them, with that.
Manzin stated that the telemedicine hospitalist is always a doctor assigned to help with your treatment. She added that GMH is trying to expand the telemedicine program to offer more services such as rheumatology to help treat patients that suffer from arthritis and other diseases of the joints, muscles, and bones. GMH uses many telemedicine methods, with one being video calls.
We have a high definition camera that can see the whole room in a wide angle lens. They also have a high definition camera handheld that we could point to the skin if we wanted to go closer, or to the ventilators if they want to see the ventilator settings or any of the machines. And then we also have a stethoscope that you can put on the chest to hear the heart and the lung sounds.
Residents that were treated using this method have reported good results about the program. Daniel Perez reporting for Guam's News Network.
There's strong support to rename the road leading to Marine Corps Base Camp Blas for the late Marine Corps General. Vicente Garrido Blas was the first Chamorro Marine Corps General and also served as Guam's delegate to Congress from 1985 to 1993. A public hearing was held recently on Senator Chris Dueñas' bill to establish Route 3 as General Ben Blas Boulevard.
Maybe a simple gesture, but I think a very important one. And I want to join and attempt to, in some way, match the recognition that our federal government, our armed forces have given to bestow this honor of this base to be named after General Ben Blas. And I think that the road leading to Camp Blas, whether you're going north or south on Route 3, to be named General Ben Blas Boulevard is definitely most appropriate.
Dueñas acknowledged that technically the road should be classified as a highway instead of a boulevard, and committee chairman Senator Joe San Agustin suggested changing the official name to Ben Blas Memorial Highway. The Marines had scheduled a formal dedication ceremony for the base this month, but it was postponed because of the latest COVID surge. It's a journey through Guam's musical history. The University of Guam's Endowment Foundation is giving opportunities for generous donors to support the university through their Linnet Lata musical extravaganza. The three-part TV series will begin airing March 3 throughout Chamorro month and will feature never-before-seen footage from Linnet Lata's 2014 to 2015 concert series. UOG's Sean Wagner.
A couple of new hosts that are going to kind of bring you through the years with Chamorro music through the history.
It will also feature local musical pioneers along with several of Guam's newer artists that will tell their inspiring stories of their life in music.
We can eventually get it incorporated into like the teaching of music history on Guam kind of thing. So we're working towards something like that.
Interested donors can contact 671-735-2956, email Sean at UOG Endowment, or go online to give.uog.edu. All profits will go toward UOG scholarship programs and infrastructure. The series will be broadcasted on the stations of KUAM TV8 and TV11, along with Docomo Channel 17 and GTA Channel 17. And our podcast network is growing. Our Tomas Manglotnia recently launched From the Files. We take a recap, rewind, remember major events through our reporting the last 65 years at KUAM. In our first episode, we take a look back at some major typhoons, Omar, Paka, and Chataan. Here's a glimpse of the podcast.
And some residents give back while building back. In this next story from our 1993 rebroadcast, KUAM takes a look back at some of the relief efforts, many of those in the community serving for the greater good.
The outpouring of support to help those hurt by Omar was perhaps among the best in the world. In 3 weeks, the people of Guam gave $1 million to the effort, not counting all the other little gestures of kindness that made life easier for all of us.
The majority of them, they're very generous. Some there's no response. They just nod their head no, or they just leave.
We're trying our best to make them as much typhoon-proof as possible, but still, we're not going to guarantee it because they are not concrete.
His name is Omar, just like the storm. He eats in fury too. His favorite food is crispy bills, 1,000 thin and new. He's trained to stay right by your side until the job gets done. Please give and share as best you can for the American Red Cross Fund.
Thanks, Tomas. Looking forward to listening to this. Stay tuned. Next on Weekend Edition, we have Culture Club, and still to come, Dave Delgado with a look at sports.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
The holy oil has been used throughout the Bible to anoint the sick ones.
Sonia, tell us what was happening with your child.
Boil.
A boil on his eye.
The doctor just checked him and he gave me medicine.
And he gave you the medication, you gave it to him, but what was happening?
It's not even working.
We anointed him, you used your faith, and what was really bad, completely gone. And now, show here. How's the face? Happy?
Happy.
Bishops and pastors from all over the world, blessed and consecrated the holy oil. Don't miss.
Sunday, January 30th at 10 a.m. at the Universal Church, Jigo Town Center, right behind the Bank of Guam. To reserve a free bottle, send us a WhatsApp message to 671-971-7171.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Welcome back. Here's tonight's Culture Club with Joe Fluffy Mendiola.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hunnam.
So I've been in a few bands for the past couple years. I was a part of 10 Till 2. Shout outs to those guys, and also Big and Better for quite a while. I've been jamming over at the venue, also with CJ. And after everything that's happened with the pandemic, I'm looking to focus on my music now. So we're pretty much out of high school. I was always in a band. You know, I was always with a group. You know, I was always kind of in the background. You know, I kind of wasn't comfortable yet to get into the spotlight yet. I was still in the back. So now it's the time for me, you know, to really focus with everything that's been happening lately. And, you know, for me, it's just time. It's been too long of a wait, you know. A lot of people's always asked me before, you know, even like Joe Guam, you know, shout outs to Joe Guam for really helping me out too. He's always asking me, he's always pushing me, bro, write music, bro, write music. I was like, man, you know, it's kind of tough, you know, it's hard. You know, even with CJ, I've always asked CJ too, some pointers too in writing music, you know, and now it's to that point where I want to put it into action, you know. Back when I was in the band, there was still a lot of work that has to be put in, you know, but you always have to work together as a team, whereas now that I'm doing this kind of solo thing, it's a lot easier for me to kind of plan my schedule, know what I'm gonna do, and I'm not really worried about anything else. Pretty much I'm just worried about what environment I'm gonna be in for that day. You know? So for me, it's always been a part of my life. I've always, I mentioned before in the last Culture Club that, you know, I've played in the band with my dad when I was young, so I was always surrounded by this kind of music, the type of music. And then to actually introduce it to the scene today, you know, it's really relatable to a lot of people because everybody's growing up with this, you know, on the island. So yes, everybody loves to dance that reggae, the skank too, but sometimes people just want to let loose and you know, take it back to their roots and just cha-cha. Back right out of high school too, I was trying to do YouTube back then, you know, and it was very tough. I didn't really have the drive for it. And now discovering new things online and understanding what potential that our island has, especially with our beauty and our culture, you know, definitely there are a lot of people that do promote it out there, which is awesome. But I think for me, it's more of like the raw beauty of it, you know, with just the background right behind me, no like real cut scenes, just pretty much just from start to finish. You know, it's super raw, there's not much processing as well, you know, so it really adds that effect if you were there with me. You know, we're just jamming, you know, around the island and just feeling the beauty, taking in the nature. It's really what it's all about. You know, really appreciating our island, but being able to show that to the world is just even better. Honestly, I feel it's really great. You know, from just a few years ago, it wasn't as, I guess, popular as it is today, you know, especially with our younger generation. You know, a lot of us really set the path for everybody, especially like Joe Garrido, one of my favorite artists, man. You know, I really look up to that guy. He's super inspirational to me, as well as Joe Guam, the two Joes, and Joe Fluff. You know, we're all the Joes, you know, doing really well, and especially in our music and really promoting our island, which is really, really great. The biggest piece of advice that I could give everybody out there who's really wanting to really get into music or write music or even just, you know, get into the scene and or just being out there and jamming, pretty much just go and do it. You know, don't waste time, don't think about it, because it's really about doing it. You know, you can say as much as you want, but it's really a matter of putting it into action. Hafa, my name is Joe Mendiola. They also know me as Fluffy. You can find me on my social media as Fluffy Kedza Hafa. And I am part of the KUAM Culture Club.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanem.
Sports is next. Keep it here with KUAM.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa, count on me, count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Beautiful. It is, right, baby?
Dad, isn't that where we usually stop for gas?
It's where we used to stop, but not anymore.
But isn't that the place with the milkshakes?
Okay, all right, let's go.
Good job, kids.
Take your adventure further in the first ever Santa Fe Hybrid.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by GATORADE.
The 2022 East and IIAAG boys basketball season tipped off with the Father Duenas Friars hosting the Notre Dame Royals. Friars up 8-0 early in the first quarter. Jaden Santos with the deep ball from the corner. Santos hit for 16 points. Teammate Kane Santos with the assist from Noah Cruz. Kane making it rain from long range. Pull up three, yes sir. Royals player Caden Hutcherson gets the feed from Tyler Conception and goes window for the easy 2 points. Jacob Fegger added to the home team's lead. FD cruising up 16-2 with under a minute left in the first quarter. Russell Maratita off on the attempt. Royals almost secure the turnover. Noah Tenorio rips the ball out to Yoshi Sayama. Bounce pass back to Tenorio for the lay-in. ND going inside to shade Suarez, who hits on the jumper inside the paint. Friars pick up the win 46-39. Kane Santos led all scorers in the win with 20 points. Football Association's open training sessions are being held at the GFA's National Training Center for players U14 to U20 age levels. Sakiko Ogura, head of women's football, spoke to the players before they started their workouts. Ogura said, "We want to identify players in Guam who love to play football and have a desire to develop into elite players to compete at the international level."
The Open House training provides the opportunity for players to showcase their abilities and is for them to see where their skill level is among their peers. For coaches, a week-long event like this really allows for them to see the abilities of all players interested.
Open training sessions for the U14 and U17 age groups will continue on the 19th and 21st from 5:30 to 7 p.m. For the U20 age group and the women's national team, open training sessions will be held from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. on these same dates.
The goal for this event is to identify players, to create a training pool to develop consistently to represent Guam in future international competitions. We are looking to implement a better structure for continuous development and sustainability. This is the first step in our overall goal to change women's football in Guam.
All 4 age groups will have one final open training sessions January 22nd from 9 in the morning to 11 a.m. The eligible player birth years for each group are U14, 2010 to 2012, U17, 2007 to 2009, U20, 2004 to 2005, and the women's are from 2003 and older. Sixers and Vero lacing up at the Talafofo gym for the Micro Friends. Take it to the South Tournament. Rodman Samina tied the game at 20 after hitting the shot from long range. Samina scored 5 quick points to give Vero the 22-20 lead. Vero drained 10 shots from the outside, 5 coming in the first half. 29-26 Sixers trailing at halftime. Jay Casimiro with the rebound finds Corey Lorenzo making his way down court. Lorenzo drives hard to the basket and gets the tough shot to fall in between 2 defenders. Jose Ignacio picks up the loose ball and dribbles left, works back around to the opposite side of the baseline for the reverse lay-in. Ryan Nagauta calling for the ball, pulls up and hits from downtown. Nagauta ties the game at 38. Sixers started to work the ball inside in the second half, leading 58-52 with under 8 minutes to play. Free throws started to play a big role. Nagauta sunk back-to-back shots from the charity stripe. Houston Cutter gets inside for 2 off glass. Teammate Felix Tommy with the assist from Cutter buries a shot from the outside. He finished the game with 12 points. Sixers pick up the dub 71-58 to advance to the championship game. Jay Casimiro put up a game-high 17 points. Ryan Nagauta added 14. Corey Lorenzo chipped in with 9. The Micro Friends basketball organization has been around since 2013. They held their first local basketball tournament in 2018. They just recently wrapped up an 8-team tournament held at the Talafofo gym. Winning this year's tournament was the Sixers.
It's an effort to raise funds for our upcoming trip. My team and myself, called Micro Friends, we're planning to travel out to Arizona. A bunch of us have been together for a while. A few of my guys have been together since even before 2018. It wasn't until 2018 that everybody that's on the roster now are fully established on the team. So we go further back to probably, let's say, like 2013. That's when the team officially started. But from 2018 and forward is when we started making moves for the team and getting ourselves in the local tournaments.
Micro Friends will be competing in the ICT competition held in Arizona in March. 10 players will be traveling on the roster with 2 currently stateside.
It means a lot. I mean, basically it's just the love of the game. We all are very passionate about basketball. We love the sport, and especially with the tournaments, we love bringing together our community, especially with everything going on right now. It's just good to have everybody come out and, just get active and, try to beat the COVID in a way we can, the way we know, staying active.
Now for some programming news. Sunday, January 23rd on KUAM TV 11, 7:30 in the morning, NFL on CBS, AFC divisional playoff game between the Cincinnati Bengals at Tennessee Titans. Monday, January 24th at 6 in the morning, KUAM TV 8, NBC Sunday Night Football, NFL divisional playoff game, LA Rams at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then on Monday, January 24th, KUAM TV 11, 9:30 in the morning, NFL on CBS. It's the AFC's other divisional playoff game between the Buffalo Bills at Kansas City Chiefs.
KUAM Sports Weekend Roundup is brought to you by GATORADE.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery birthday.
Weekend birthday shout-outs time. Happy Saturday birthday to Ryan Napu, Anthony Cave Seguenza. Happy birthday number 1, Premier Paulino Seguenza and Cave Familias. Jayliana Joy Duenas, happy birthday to you. Hope you had a great day, and we love you always. Say the fam bam. And happy 3rd birthday to John Alexander Leon Gurel. To the handsomest, wildest, and happiest little guy we know, may your day be as exciting as you. We love you so much, Johnny. Say your family. And happy birthday to a member of our family, our very own Tyler Matanani from our news team. Tyler, all of us are so proud of the amazing, talented, incredible young woman you've become. Happy birthday to you. And on Sunday, Alana Jolie Cruz, happy birthday to you, and may you have the best birthday ever coming from Grandma and the family. Roland LaRue, God bless you and keep you safe in all you do. We love you, Roland. And Chloe May Marish Cruz, happy birthday number 1. Love always from your family.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online at KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday. That's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Beyond Our Borders is brought to you by KFC and the Medical City, where patients are partners.
Hafa day, everyone. I'm Nestor Leconta. Welcome to another edition of Beyond Our Borders. And this month, we're going to talk a little bit about the 40th anniversary of United Airlines service to Manila, Philippines. And joining us are a couple of top executives from the region for United Airlines. We have Wally Dias, who is let me make sure I get your title right here, Wally. Good friend of ours on Guam. Many of you might remember him. Wally is the Managing Director of Sales for Greater China, Korea, and for Southeast Asia. And of course, a familiar face on KUAM, Sam Shinohara, who is the Managing Director of Airport Operations for Asia Pacific. Good to see you guys.
Great to see you, Nestor. Hafa day.
All right. Nestor. So let's start off. As I said, it's the 40th anniversary of United Airlines service to Manila, Philippines. I wanted to ask both of you for just an overview of that. And let me start with you, Wally.
Sure. Thanks, Nestor. Hey, it's great to be with you guys as well. Yeah, we're very, very excited to be celebrating 40 years in the Philippines. That's such a great milestone. And really, you know, it's such a close relationship between the two communities. And so United's played a very key role in kind of keeping that connection